Right, let's get cracking. Just a second there. Let me start off with the thingy with a light. We're going pure today. We're going pure, just pure. All right, I've racked up a nice one. Let's get cracking, man. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Welcome to episode 130, man. God damn it, dude. What the fuck have I done? I mean, it's the last episode of the Dank's daily trade that's gonna happen here, actually. But not to worry. It doesn't mean this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna be here. We'll do like weekend outlooks and yeah, things like that kind of stuff as well. At least do the weekend outlooks on a Sunday-ish. We'll look at. But if you guys actually wanna get involved and wanna have the day trades all the time, because I've done this for like, if you think about it, since May. Since May I've done this as well, and we're now in December, so we're looking at about like 7-8 months of just doing this every single day consistently, and I think it's time to evolve like the idea, the business of DCC as well, to go further and go more clinical in terms of actually making the community into like sharper traders, getting ready for the bull run. Like we got what the halving's around April May time, right? 2024. So when you look at it, it's 14 months. It's 14 months. And when you think about it, 14 months is not a long time. We've spent 13 months in the bear market. We just got to do double the time now. So I think, yeah, it's time to actually, to concentrate on them. And if you guys are interested in it, you can head over to traderdank.com and sign up and whatnot. Any troubles, you guys can message me on Twitter at Daink Club or traderdank at traderdank, and then we can go from there. But it's been a good ride, I gotta say. It's been a good ride. You guys have seen me do like stupid 27 hours, see me 12 hours. I did a 12 hour literally, like, well, this morning the target hit. It's like what they're saying it, like people was looking at bullish scenarios, looking at 18.6, probably 18.8. They were talking about 20k. I mean, I was getting questions of like, is 20k gonna hit? But yeah, I mean, I think it's proven enough. Like, Johnny came in, hit your pizza. I mean, like, you were eating Johnny's pizza, and Johnny was eating something else at home. So what can I say? I mean, let's just quickly talk about Johnny's little pizza in just a second, and we get cracking now. I mean, who do we have here? We got Bombig in the house. What's going on, then? Good to have you. Got Falcon. Good to have you here, brother. It's been a while, man. I miss you a lot. Big love to you, Gandalf. We got Ning in the house as well. Morning there. Let's start the Friday session. Appreciate that, man. Justin's in the house. We got Michael Caffrey. I didn't want to sound. We got Gandalf. We got Brandon Rodriguez. Guna's in the house. Yuri. Johnny ate all of his friend's pizza, right? No. His friend ate all the pizza. Johnny was eating like his friend's mom's, fill in the blank in it. We got Starsky in the house. We got appreciate that, bro. Like, it's the mustache is growing, man. So I need to sort that out now. I didn't get time in the morning. Obviously, when I woke up, oh man, this keeps burning out. That's the problem when you got pure. Obviously, what happened was, like, woke up, target hit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, just looking around here and there. And I'm like, all right, then cool. So we got a nice leg down. And interestingly enough, we'll talk about like a few scenarios. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? There's not much for me to say in terms of day trades. I mean, I got a swing trade like I don't know if did you guys actually follow me on the swing trade? I actually entered in after I actually left you guys. This is literally, we talked about this yesterday. I got a swing trade that's going on. I'll show you on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour. So if you guys remember, I said to you where, like, I was happy to enter in, blah blah, and I entered in, and I was like, where am I wrong? Because like, for those who actually is in the DCC should be able to understand this. If you haven't understood this, no problem. We can talk about this later today or something like that. This is the consolidation, resistance, and then we smashed above it. I'm expecting this block to hold, right? And I was saying this to you yesterday. I was expecting this block to hold. Came as support, came as their support. Then we started finding resistance, and then we shanked down. The fact that we shanked down, find resistance off this block here, it was telling me that it's going to be bearish. Now, I could put a stop loss over here, right? That's aggressive, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm going to be wrong off this area. So I was quite happy to actually enter in, keep my stops a little bit wider. This is like a 4 hour trade, to be honest, right? And I'm up 2 hours on a swing trade. If you think about it, 5% risk. and then up to our. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Bear market is gonna make me more money than the bull market. Enough said. That's a fact. Like the way this is going, bear market is definitely gonna make me more money than the bull market. Fuck the bull market. The bull market is bullshit if you ask me. It lasts for like a couple of months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, what, 18 months? You want to say? But we got like 2 years, 3 years of a bear market. Let's fucking take that, man. I'll take that any day over fucking bull market. Bull market it's just for sissies, really. I'm saying this right now, right? Because you know what? All the bullish plays, right, are out. All the noobs are out. Well, most of the noobs are out. There's still some more that needs to be wiped out. It's not wiped out enough. We need to get a massive flush. We need to drop down to like $300. Then I can say, yeah, they're flushed out. Then we can be like, all right, cool. What's the next move then? So, but until then, there's nothing for me to say bullish. So I don't know, like who's been. I know like there's been certain influencers out there, certain people actually looking for bullish scenarios there. It wasn't giving me that idea. The only time I was actually bullish on yesterday, right, is if when we got above above the monthly open and we were to hold above it, then I'd be like, all right, cool, let's fucking flip this long. But like yesterday, shout out to Shreds. Shreds picked out the high of the day itself, and we took the shorts. You know, we took the shorts. So it's been pretty. I mean, I just touched base on the Ethereum trade actually. This is what it was, not that one, right? Here we go. This is what it was, okay? So if you guys recall from yesterday, I was saying as a day trade, right? Where would your targets would be? Your first target would be here. That's the first target. Second target would be up here, right? That's what around this high here. This high here. So target 1 hit, right? Target 2 didn't, came back up and whatnot, and then it shanked down, right? It only shanked down recently. Now after the stream, I started looking at like the charts itself, and I was like, all right, cool. Well, like we've got to be playing in a range, and then I noticed that we're playing back into Monday's range. So once we came into the Monday's range, it's a simple case of range low to, you know what? Give me a second. This got a family member phoning me twice. Let me see what's going on. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. You know when people phone you twice, then you're like, okay, there's something emergency. I'm kind of thinking, is someone passed away or some shit. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. Apologies. I'm gonna pick up the bastard. Walaikum salam, comment correct? I don't know, mon travail là. I'm just at work at the moment. Is everything alright? Yeah, that's fine, right? Just give me about like an état et demi comme ça, dans mon téléphone de ok? Allez, correct ça. Tu travailles là? Correct ça. Mon téléphone doit être un état et demi. Allez, ça va. Okay, sorry about that. You just never know. Right, cool, yeah, let's get cracking. Anyway, so what I was saying is we came into Monday's range. Clean smash into there, right? That's perfectly fine. Come to 25%. We tagged into the mid range there. And I was saying yesterday, like there's a double bottom. We're going to get a pullback there. So where did we pull back? Into the range high. Rejected off it. Straight down. Nuclear warfare. Take out the mid range. Come back to range low. And we lost this level there. That's fucking horrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know like what's so bullish about this. If you got intentions for $1,400, I think that's out of the question now. We're below the monthly open. We made new lows of the monthly. This is, to me now, this is the monthly high. That's the monthly high there. We've got what? How many days? Like 9 days for Christmas plus another 6 days. That's 15 days. We've got 15 days worth of the month. Halfway through the month, right? We've done the deviation there. That's it. Fucking let's go down. And this is just absolutely new. I think warfare. If you guys remember, we talked about BTC. So what I was saying to you guys was, let me hide all this. Go to the 4 hours. The way the chart moved was exactly the same thing. And guys, like from the DCC should know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, let me fill you in now. So the 1st of November was here, right? That's the 1st of November. What we got here, so that's the monthly open. Got a deviation on the upside, deviation on the downside. We went up, made the high of the day, took out these highs there, and then once we close back down and start finding resistance and you retest, sells off, right? That's the bearish play, and it was that bearish that he actually, he shanked down from what freaking 20k Thank you. From 20k to 15.5k. So that's how bad of a move it was. Now let's fast forward to December. Same situation that we got, right? Where's December? Right, similar situation actually. We've got the monthly open, which was right over that candle there. Monthly open is right here. Do a deviation there, right? Come back up. So we made the high, close the high below there. This low, we had a bit of deviation, still came up there. So when we start pushing up, right now, what this high is the focus. Once we got below this high, let me just remove this off. Once we got thingy like above this high, then we got to see, okay, how do we react? We push back up. London, yes, I think watch it. This is BTC actually. So like sorry, that's it. So we pushed up, took out the highs. That's the new high. Is this the high of the month or is this the low of the month? We don't know. We you know, if we find support here, happy days. Let's play up, take out these highs there, fill out the inefficiency. Then we can play higher prices. That's the only way that I'll be quite comfortable for us to actually be on the you know, going up higher. Instead, what we've done, we've just fucking decided to nuclear warfare through this high itself. Now, and he'll retest the mid-range of the monthly open, just like we did with that quick fast wake up. Got your stops there, take out the lows there, take out these lows there, take out these lows there, and let's close below 15k. Let's close below 15k for the end of the month. I think that's possible. I don't see why not. You might not. You might not close below 15k, but I think it's proven that this is quite nasty. It's quite nasty. Talking about Johnny. What's it? I didn't even finish off with the thing in the morning. Oh, that's strong. I inhaled over the thing, the thing. And to actually to put add salt to the wound. When you look at it this way, right? Look at this now. Tell me you're bullish without telling me you're bullish. It's over. It's pretty much over. And you retest up into here, break down, sell the fucking market back down, and off we go. That's pretty much it. I mean, the monthly open was where? Right over here. Is this the little thin candle? Which makes sense if you were to look at it. Something like that. Something, well, let me do that again. Something like this would do. That would give my confirmation. Send the market back down. Take out all this liquidity. All this over here. All this over here. At the minimum 15.8k. And I said it. I said it to you guys quite some time. 15.8k comes out over here from the 14th. There we go. That's where I'm looking for a target. We close and take out these lows there. Double. Well, I mean, there's liquidity resting over here. Fucking shank the fuck out of it and let's go back lower, man. Like I'm telling you, 2023 is gonna be bears galore, and we're just gonna play. We're just gonna play until proven otherwise. So I know. It's a special one. I mean, we had a very tight stop yesterday, talking about, you know, the highs that was up there in around London time when London started to open. Talked about the highs over there. Probability wise was in our favor. When we started rejecting off it, I was all right, cool, run the London highs. Let's just go down, and then yeah, you know, it was a nice 12-hour trade. So I mean, like I said to you guys, these 12 hours, 10 hours, 14 hours, 27 hours, they don't come every single day or every week in it, but when they do come, you just take advantage of it as well. And it's mad how in 2 months in 2 months really, well, a period like a month, 2 months, in 2 months I got like 4 sets of double-digit R's worth of trades. So I think that's pretty good. I think I've done pretty well. I think is what it is. It's been quite good. So let's just, you know, like, was anyone expecting this massive nuke? You know, the question is, was anyone thinking that we're gonna have a disgusting nuke like that? I don't know. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I don't think I was expecting a fast nuke like that. But it's done. So whether you're bullish or you're bearish, now the next thing you've got to look at is how you're gonna, you know, looking for the next setup. Everyone wants to get the next setup, so you don't miss prices. But we'll run the whole thing. Let's go for dollar index and ES. We do a Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we'll see what's going on. It's the last session in it, so for quite some time. So we'll try and do some alts as well. I think BNB is short. It's a short. LTC is a short. Everything's a short. The market is looking for a short. Now all you gotta do is time that to perfection. So who else do we have? Yeah, you got Hugh Janus, we got Cryptique in the house, Yaro's in the house, good morning to you too, Burns in the house as well, good to have you here, Raphael, we got Mario, Kook, we got Ed, walaikum salam, good to have you here, my brother, Imran's in the house as well, Mr. M, Daink, please don't go, oh, bless you, my bro, I'm begging you to stay, I like that, I'm not going to sing it in that way, but big love, I'm still going to be here, we're still going to do like the, we're going to do weekly trades, like, you know, the weekly outlooks, and, I was thinking of like having a second stream of the week kind of thing, but we'll have to see. Who else we got? We got Jordan in the house. Yuri's here. Bulls are all Johnny's. Fucking hell. Morningstar. Bull markets are for the ones that eat pizza and watch Wheels of Fortune. 100% Morningstar. That's true. I can't disagree there. On the daily and the 4 hours, playing a repetitive bearish pattern, the same pattern since 65Ks. Bro, it's bear market. It's bear market until proven otherwise. So if you thought that we're gonna go to 20K, it's a possibility for next year to happen, right? 2023, we'll have the yearly open, spike up to 20K. This I'm giving you alphas here. I'm already predicting like in my head how this is working. Like I'm because we're coming to the yearly end now for me, right? Especially 2 weeks before, I need to see how price reacts for me to get prepared for the next year. I do expect more bearish plays for next year, but what we're looking at is areas of so I'm trying to envision what's the price action is going to be like approximately as well. I do have a rough idea. Wherever the price actually closes is going to be very, very important. I do think we do spike up to 20K next year and then get back below the yearly open and shank the fuck out of it, and that'll be the high of the year, and then we go a lot more lower to about, dare I say, 8K. It's very, very horrible to say that, but I think it's a possibility. But I do know like 12.5K will be like a very easy target. 10K I'm looking at, and then we're looking about probably 8. So we'll work it out level to level as the time comes. But in the meantime, we're just gonna short the fuck out of it, man. And then what we're looking for is like a consolidation. So like I said to you yesterday, really what you're looking for is that you got. Oh, let's actually just draw it out. Let's draw it out daily. Let's go into Bitcoin. Fuck it. Let's go weekly. All right. I'll do this now. Fuck it. Let's just do this now. Right. So what I'm expecting. Right. So if we look at the yearly. Right. How is the yearly close? Right. I'm giving you alphas here. One last alpha before I head off and just disappear in the sunset. So this is the high. That's last year high. We're now back into the range. Right. As a range band environment, if this is a range, what we're looking for is that's the high, and that's the swing high, and that's the swing low. What you're looking for is price to retest this in 2023, find resistance, bearish market structure, play back down, come back to the mid-range back to potentially, well, I'll be looking 25% and then range low, which is quite nasty that I'm actually showing that like fucking 3K. I don't want to show it. I don't want to show it myself, but if this is really what I think it is in terms of a super bearish market because you have to remember, and I said this on the tweet yesterday, like when I post tweets, right, a lot of it is I do a lot of jokes here and there, right. Well, I don't do much, like, well, this one is, they said they were bullish, they don't believe me, headshot, bang, dead, like Leon Edwards, shout out to Leon. This like, where was it, here you go, this is what I want you to focus for a second. All right. So macro experts been telling you that BTC is bullish, but no one is talking about how for the first time ever we've consistently stayed under the 200 weekly MA for 6 months. It's a different game we're playing. Don't get wrecked by it. And as you can see, like literally, this is it. Every time we hit, we come to the 200 weekly EMA that's in blue, we find support. We have a small quick deviation for 2 weeks, and then bang, take out the highs there. Off we go, bull run. And for the first time, we're below it for 6 fucking months. 6 months. What are you gonna say to me? We got a fucking. You're gonna say this to me? Like, is this what you're gonna say? Like, oh, we got a fucking triangle or whatever. You're making fucking stories, fam. You know, you're making fucking stories. It's a different kind of environment here. Like, it's one that I'm playing the first time, just like everyone else. Because like those who are old enough, like in 2007, 2008, right, and who was trading in 2007, 2008, we're talking about like 15 years ago. This will be like a repeat of they should have like a better experience. Yeah, it's a dirty year candle, man, 100%. Yeah, so they should have some experience to actually remember how 2007, 2008 was for them ready to be played. Now, this is the first time I'm playing this. I'm not a fucking expert. I'm not like a fucking like a big man on trading. I'm not. I'm just a geezer who just comes here, just talk shit. That's all it really is. And I've been quite lucky in getting these trades. That's if you want to call it lucky or whatever. But I've been quite fortunate with these trades. So I'll be playing it just like you guys, but knowing, like, I spent years and years and years of trading, spent years of actually being behind the chart, spent fucking donkeys of time losing and shit like that. Just like you guys are losing right now. Like I'm not saying you're losing right now, but just like you guys have actually taken a hit on your portfolio, I've done the same thing. In fact, I didn't have the guidance. Yeah, I didn't have the guidance. I didn't have the people with me that you guys have right now. Now you have so many traders on Twitter, on YouTube, all over the place. TikTok apparently, Instagram. We got some traders there apparently as well. I always thought Instagram was like where chicks go hang out and take pictures of themselves, and you can see their nipples and shit. That's what I really thought Instagram was. But apparently, you can have courses on Instagram, which is mad. Which is completely mad. You need to work to be lucky. Well, some people call it lucky. That, like, some people say no size, no P&L and whatever. 27R is bullshit. I've heard that. I've actually heard that from a number of people who were saying, like, yeah, like I didn't do the 27R move and whatever, this and that. Okay, cool, no problem. What about the 12R? What about the 14R? What about this move here? Shout out to Shadow. Shadow actually gave me an FF on the trade itself, and he was like, he messaged me. He messaged me literally, and he goes to me, he voice notes me. He's like, bruv, like you killed it. You did really, really well, and like I appreciate when people show me love like that. And he was asking how did I do it. Now, like, literally, when I speak, it's alpha. Literally, if you guys are asking how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna explain to you how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run this whole thing back to the thingy, because this is like the last special, so like a last episode. So I'm gonna do it for you guys, just for the sake of it. I'm gonna do it for you guys. Fuck it, let's do it, right? Because I've got a lot of love for you guys. You guys have shown me a lot of respect, a lot of what you call it, yeah, a lot of time, and you guys have been phenomenally well with me, really, really good. So fuck it, let's do it. I'm not here, all right? I did say my target was 1240. We took out the liquidity of Monday's low. Now we've got a bearish weekly. We'll go through the whole scenario there itself. We got a bit of time, because what time is it now? It's like 11 o'clock, nearly 11 o'clock in the UK. So we got like an hour left before we can start getting ready for New York. So sit back, relax, make a cup of tea or whatever you gotta do. Pause the show if you need to pause the show. We'll do this together now, okay? It's idioms, my man. What's going on? Justin Waters. Let me finish off this cup of tea. Then I'll explain how I did this trade. But if anyone has a problem with, like, with the trade or whatever, this is just one style of many, many styles I do. One of my favorite ones is range band play. And what it was is that I mixed my one style with a range band play, and it just became a day trade, became a beautiful swing trade, 12R. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like all I gotta say first is Alhamdulillah. Like, by the grace of God, it is a Friday. It's a happy Friday, and Jummah Mubarak to you guys. It is a Friday. So the beautiful thing about my skills, right, is that I've told you this time and time again. You guys can do it. It's not that difficult. It's hard. Everything's hard work. Whether you want to be a doctor, an engineer, when you want to be even like a fashion designer, whether you want to be an artist, it's all hard. It's always going to be hard. Nothing comes easy in life. When you put the work into it, you put the effort into it, you spend the time, that's when you really make the difference there as well. I mean, different people. Look, I have a private group. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm gonna be very honest about it. I have a private group called Daink Country Club. Some people have different opinions on, like, oh yeah, it's a scam or whatever. Look, I've done this for 7-8 months on a daily basis. Now I'm shifting over to the thingy to solely pretty much on just DCC only as well now. So you guys had the time to actually take advantage of it. The rest is now out of my hands to help you guys on YouTube. I will be here and make plans as a whole, but the fact is, my argument against private groups or scams is that when you've got someone who actually knows what he's talking about, he has value to you. It's always about value in content, and he has something to actually give to you guys. Then it's worth a try. It's worth checking out and whatnot. So you can always, like, I think majority of private groups they're monthly anyway. I know mine is. Some of them are quarterly because it's cheaper or whatever. But you can always look. I'm not saying go to mine. I'm not saying sign up to me and whatever. This is not like that. I'm just telling you an argument against like the negativity of private groups. So if you look at it this way, I learned from a private group itself. Trader SE has one. TraderSE.com. You know, I'll plug him in. I was in another private group as well with Tier 7. Tier 7 is now the only way to get to Tier 7, and that was Shadow's group. And the only way to get into Tier 7 is by having those NFTs. So Metaverse, I'm gonna plug that in as well. Let's plug that in right now. Metaverse, the only way to get into to Tier 7 now is by having one of those meta monkeys. Let me just plug that in now. Monkey. It should come up there. Metaverse monkey, yeah. Metav monkeys, yeah. So, you know, give it a follow as well. And it's one of these arts. The next one is in January itself, approximately. If you guys are interested, DM me and I can actually, you know, help you out. Crypto Falcon, who's actually in the chat as well. He works for, you know, he's working with the Metaverse monkey as well. So do message him as well, and Crypto Shadow as well. So if you want further more information, but you can reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you out. Let me plug in Falcon as well. Crypto Falcon. Yeah, Crypto Falcon off. You know, give him a follow as well. Any questions you have about the Metaverse monkeys, give him a shout there as well. And my other guy here as well, Shadow. Where is Crypto Shadow? Crypto Shadow. And that's my other geezer as well. Give him a follow as well. And he's legitimately one of the best guys I ever know. Actually, generally is. We've got a lot of love for the guy as well, for both of them, Falcon and Shadow as well. So that's that. So yeah. So I was in private groups as well. So in these private groups, that's where I learned and grew myself and became the trader I am. So like, first off, it's a Friday, so I want to give a couple of shouts to a couple of people that I actually have a lot of respect for, from the top of my head. So let's give them all the shout. The first would have to be Trader SC. Trader SC is the main guy. He's always gonna be my motherfucker, man. Honestly, hands down. Like, I learned pretty much everything I've learned was from him. So if it wasn't for this guy, I don't know where I'll be. Honestly, like, bro, got a big love for you. Shout out to you, man. Like, I always got your back. Anything you need, I'm always a phone call away. Shout out to Shadow. Next guy, let's give Trader NJ a shout as well. NJ is another influencer. He's my cousin. Shout out to him. He helped me out with Twitter. You know, he really did not. The honest truth is, the way I got into 50, well, I hit 54,000 followers today. But I got into 54,000 because of Trader NJ. He really helped me out with Twitter. If it wasn't for him, I would have not even entered into Bitcoin. That's the fact. So he deserves his thing. He's cool. Always is like his honor, his respect as well. With NJ, which is funny as well, is like, I still remember the day I was at work, man. I was working in the bank. Right? And he gives me a call. I was like, I was on lunch. We used to actually speak on the phone during lunch in those days. Gave him a call, and I was like, what you call it? Yeah, no, he was telling me how got fucking. He's gonna do this Twitter thing. He's gonna actually work on his Twitter, and this is back in 2018, and I was like, are you? In my head, I'm like, you fucking dumb or some shit. Like, I laughed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I laughed. I really laughed. And he did do it. He went out, did his own thing, and he got to, by the time I joined into Twitter in 2020, he had 1,000 followers, and he had nothing. You have to bear in mind, NJ had like probably like 10, 20 or whatever. I don't know, but something really low like that, and he built himself to that position where he's at. So shout out to NJ, man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have, I wouldn't have gone into crypto, because he phoned me up when he bought crypto, and you know, so shout out to him. Next one, Trader XO. If it wasn't for XO, we wouldn't have been into crypto properly as well. We wouldn't know much as well. That's the honest truth as well. Is a great macro analyst. Is killing the bear market, if you ask me. He was on the short. You could clearly see he's in the short as well, and he called the top. He really called the top. So shout out to XO. And also a quick story about XO was that when NJ was searching around for about crypto, I think he came across Superman's video. NJ was watching Superman's video, and EXO was in the chat and actually said, "Yo," instigated the conversation. And back then, EXO wasn't the greatest man that we see right now. Like, you know, this amazing guy that we see on Twitter. He literally was just a normal guy like everybody else who started from the very beginning and worked his way to his top. So shout out to him as well. I mean, there's loads of people there, like Burb's another geezer as well. I got a lot of love for the guy. A lot of people actually have, well, not a lot of people, some people actually have like some negative thoughts of him because of this whole LTC thing and whatever. But if you look, you have to bear in mind, right? is that nobody, like 99.99% of people didn't catch the top. All right, we all thought there was it's going to be much more parabolic. Everybody thought that, right? Very small amount of people actually did catch the top itself. I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't catch the top. I caught it later, way later, way later. Fuck that, man. Like honestly, on the end of the day, right? Like it is what it is. So, but Burb as a human being, he's an amazing soul. Like one of the most kindest soul you'll ever meet. Like trust me. Like I met Adrian, and Adrian, I've got what a geezer. Like I fall in love with him. You know what I'm saying? Richfield was another geezer as well. Let me give him a shout to Richfield. He's my guy. A big love to him as well. A beautiful brother, a beautiful soul. He's been by my side a lot as well. I got a lot of love for him. Muro was another guy as well. He followed me when I had 300 followers. Amazing guy. I mean, I can do this all day. There's too many names, and if I haven't brought your names up there, I do apologize. But we do need to get cracking on the show. But let's just work on this now. Okay, London's made the high. Quite evidently, London's made the high. All right, this is London's high. That spike up there, and then it just shanked down. All right. So if we could delete this, right, we don't need that. Let's just talk about, and you can say to me there's a flat body candle, but we can. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you look at what you got it. Let's go on 15 minutes. We look at yesterday. This is how I did it. All right, a quick recap of it. I was looking at where the high of the day is and the low of the day. Obviously, the high of the day is over there. I was looking at like how London was actually operating, and London was operating in a very particular thing. So what I started looking at, I said, this high. I said I drew this high here, and I drew this low here, right? I said to you, if we get back above, right? If we get back above, get above the monthly open, that's your confirmation. For me, it's a quick scalp to go to the monthly open, see how we react. Because if we start breaking down, we can come back down into the range, and then we sell off, right? Like Shreds, shout out to Shreds. Shreds actually, what's going on, Bakery? How you doing, Mr. Bakery? Shreds called out London High, right? He learned London High, he called out London High, and he beat me to it before he was doing it, and he was absolutely right. So I made the plans, and that was it. Okay, so I was like, okay, if I'm wrong, right, and so I entered somewhere around. I don't know where it was, somewhere around here, whatever it was after 12 o'clock, so probably somewhere around here, because what happened, I saw that, okay, we run the highs there, it's breaking down. I'm like, if we're wrong above thingy London side, so I put my stop loss like here, right on this thing, and I explained to you guys, right, as a day trade, right, how would we be looking at this, right? If I drop it down to another chart, there was a few factors, and I explained to you a few things, right? Number one, right, we had resistance underneath the monthly open, and we are also below this block here, right? So, and then at the same time, right, we were on top, just holding above the range high. So these are the little factors, so the little things actually make a big difference. All these lines, they make a difference, all right? They tell you a lot of story. So once we came into it, and then around 12 o'clock we was underneath. That was it. We were underneath it yesterday, right? And then it's like, look, I was like, okay, and it spike up, no problem. We send it fucking back down. From a day trade's point of view, as long as this high was actually going to hold, right, which I took my trade there, I'm like, as a trade, right, where would I like to see price to react? This is be target 1, and this would be like, well, we're looking at these lows over here, but really and truly, let's fill out these all the blocks. Well, let's not really fill out fucking inefficiency, fair value gap, whatever. But I was like, that'll be the second set of targets as a day trade. I mean, this is a very easy day trade as a target. They're done, right? And then because we're in the bearish, we could have done something like this, come back up, and then hold above it, retest this area there, and then sell off. We could have done that. But as a point, that was perfectly fine. After the stream, I entered the trade. I was like, okay, now I need to watch the trade. I was watching the trade, right? And I was like, I had a blank chart. I'm like, where's Monday's high, Monday's low? I haven't drawn the Monday's high, Monday's low. And I was like, okay, Monday's high is this, Monday's low is this. This is where liquidity is. Because what we got here, just like what we always do, is we got consolidation, breakout. Is this the retest for the expansion? Or is it consolidation, breakout? Or is it going to be a deviation, then we're going to play back into the range? And this will be the deviation. And lo and behold, the fact, when I was watching this, right, you see this here, this candle here happened at 1 o'clock. This is like when around New York time now. 1 o'clock, we had a close into it. I'm like, okay. We had a clean smash, because if it was going to be a retest, we should be holding this, holding the range high. We close into it. The next 15 minutes resistance. The next 15 minutes resistance. And I'm like, okay, so this is bearish now. This is bearish now. We can clearly say on an hourly, if I were to drop it to an hourly, it does show us that we had a clean close and a clean smash below it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now that I've got one style that I played on, and I'm gonna mix my second style, which is ranges, and that's how important it is when it comes to trading. Is you can't just fix, like, look, a lot of people find one system and that's one system only, and they'll play with one system. That's perfectly fine. That's something, you know, like, if it works for you, happy days. If it doesn't work for you, then like look for another system. But for me personally, right, it's one of those situations where I want to be the, it's like Pokemon, in it. When Pokemon goes, right, I want to be the best. What's the lyrics? I want to be the very best that no one ever saw. Yeah, that's it. I want to be the very best that no one ever saw in it. To catch them all is my real test. To train them is my goal. I mean, sorry, to catch the trades is whatever the fucking lyrics is. I don't fucking know. But anyway, like, to me is like I've got a hungry personality that I just want to be. I want to be better. I want to be like, I want to be the beast. I want to be fucking the king. I want to take over. I've got that personality about me, right? Some people may not like that personality. Cirque is laughing and Mr. M's cracking up and shit like that. You always get like stupid jokes like this, but I'm gonna smoke up at the same time. So one second. You're all here. 30 months of bear market, and it's beautiful to see that you're still here. Trust me, 30 months in the bear market in fucking 2017. So 2018 was like February start of the bear market, right? With alts, let's say Bitcoin was in the high of was in 27 December. 13 months later, what would have been January 2019. January 2019, we were fucked. Bitcoin was dead. You know, we you know, like, a lot of people left. But the fact is, you got 13 months later, you guys are the fact is that we got 13 months of bear market, and you guys are still here. You guys are doing better than 99% of people. I'm telling you. The Twitter is getting, it's like, have you not noticed it? Like, the engagements are drying out. There's not many people out there. Market's just bearish and bearish and bearish. We've, you know, like, I've been bearish as well. I'm happy to play on the upside and this and that and X, Y, and Z. But just your last video, yeah, bless you, Judd. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. So like, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So like, you got for 13 months later, you guys are doing really well to actually stay here. And trust me, like, I'm obsessed with personalities like the greatest. When I say the greatest personalities, I look at like people like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. I look at Sonny Liston. I look at Sugar Ray Robinson. I look at the people of like Pele, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo. You want to bring him in there as well. Actually, definitely, he's got the mentality as well. Kobe Bryant. You know, you got Michael Jordan. You got LeBron. You got Shaq was an interesting one. Shaq, out of all the people of personalities I was studying and was watching and trying to, you know, pick out their mind, because you got to remember these guys, right? They're human beings. All these like Tiger Woods. If you go to the sports of MMA, Khabib, you got freaking George St. Pierre, you got people like freaking Francis Ngannou, he's just a beast anyway. I'm talking about John Jones. Like, these are the alphas, like the Gracie brothers. You know what I'm saying? The Gracie brothers. If you guys don't know who the Gracie brothers is, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Gracie brothers changed the whole game of MMA, big time. That family is something else. But anyway, I've always been quite interested in like what makes you so special, because when you break it down, right? Like, just like anything, like a chart, or break it down to anything. I'll just chat to you guys. When you break it down, what you got is you got personalities are doing spontaneous, incredible things, like, which is like beyond our imaginations. You know, like, you see Messi curl the ball and taking that free kick under pressure, and he scores that fucking winning goal. You see someone like, you know, like Kobe Bryant, you know, hitting 81 points in the game. You see people like, you know, Michael Jordan changing the game, Magic Johnson changing the game, Larry Bird changing the game. You got all these names, right, that are like changing the games in so many aspects, right? You got to work it out. And the way I look at it, I was like, what makes you fucking special? Because you're a fucking human being like me. You bleed like me, right? You think like me. You got a brain like me. You breathe like me. We breathe through our mouth and nose, right? Like, you move just like how I move as well. Your body moves exactly the way I move, with limbs and shit like that. You ain't got extra limbs. You know, you ain't got an extra shoulder or something like that. Or like between your shoulders and your elbow, you got another limb. You ain't got that. You're just a human being. What makes you so special? And when you look at that and you start to understand them, quite quickly you pick out the idea that these human beings, they got the mentality of winner's mentality. They don't care. They put the effort, they put the time, they put the blood, the sweat, the tears, they sacrifice a lot. To get to where they are. And like it was there's a football player, I think it was Alaba, German football player Alaba, when he was saying that being a professional footballer is the greatest thing like he's ever felt, but it's so lonely. Because it's so lonely. I mean, you look at these people; they've gotten so far in life, right? They've reached like such high pedigrees and into limits as beyond our wild imaginations. And you're like, and if you're not sitting down and thinking to yourself, how did you do it? I want to do it. I wanted to be like you. I can do this. If you don't have that mentality, it's a loser's mentality. I'm telling you straight up. The way to do it is like you look at people like even in the trading world, you got people like Muro, you got people like SC, you got people like XO, myself, example, and you see me making these 12-hour moves. You see me doing these streams on a daily basis and reading the charts the way it's reading, that it's supposed to be read, because the price is telling you a story. If you're not thinking, how do I do it, right? And you want to be like me, well, not like me, I'm not saying be like me, but if you're not thinking in that kind of idea, like, yo, I want to reach these limits, I want to smash these targets there, I want to hit trade after trade, I want to be able to read every trade every day, kind of thing, that will set you from apart. Because when it comes to the bull run, look, it's very easy to make money in the bull run, but can you time in the bear market? Because the problem is the psychology is the thing you got to master. So when you look at psychology itself, 100% Bambigi, when you look at the psychology itself, it's like, don't think for a second that just because you're trying to learn that you're prepared for the bull market, right? The bull market will come and it will teach you a whole different type of story. It will like I said to you, the bear market will take you to deep waters and you will discover yourself. You will discover yourself of what kind of person you are. I think most of us here that are staying like everybody here that's actually still in this chat who's still into crypto have already discovered that they've got that winner's mentality. So you've cleared out most of these numpties, all these numpties who actually was here for a quick buck and then decided to leave because they lost everything there. Like, you guys are legitimately champions mentality. You got that champion mentality. You got that winners that thirst about you, and the fact that you've got that, you should be very, very proud of that. I'm telling you. First off, I want to say, give yourself a pat on the back. You've done really, really well. So congratulations on that as well. So keep grinding, and then in the bear market, right, the psychology behind it as well will come into the idea of when the market goes up and it becomes easy because you can spot buy. You can finally spot buy. You're not leveraging. At the moment, you can't spot buy shit. You can't, because every time you spot buying, it's just dumping. It pushes up a little bit by a few percent and it just dumps. So the only way to make money at the moment is leverage play, right? Now, with leverage plays, you can get your money, but there's a risk. But when you're spot buying, it's easier because you don't have to do much. So in the bull market, whether you just want to move from leverage to spot buy or you want to do both of them, but with the spot buy, you're just letting it go. And then what happens is the devil start whispering. The devil will come to you when you think you're at the top, but you really are at your weakest. Listen to this again. The devil will come at you when you are at your weakest. You think you're at the top, because you're seeing your account and you're like, I got $300,000. I'm 3x away from hitting a milli. Then you start thinking to yourself, I'm 30x away to hitting 10 milli. Then you're like, you know what? There's a lot of 100x's around going on Twitter. I'm 300x away to hit 100 milli. That's how your mind starts working. That's when you're weak. When you get to that stage, trust me, I've been there. I did it in the bull market too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did it. The bull market's sucking me into it, 100%. I'm not gonna be dishonest. I'm not gonna say to you, yeah, I'm so sick and no. I was just like you. The bull market, the psychology plays with you, and when you start thinking, and if you not learned this, now I'm telling you this now, and if it happens to you again in 2024, 2025, and you start losing in the bear market in 2025. You've worked hard and for nothing. That's the honest truth. You worked hard for nothing. Yeah, the devil says just once more, 100%. The devil always says just once more. How many, look, in Islam, right, drinking is haram. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest. I've done haram things back in the days, right? And there are moments where I've moved back to my religion and I stick to it and I'm strong to it. But then the devil starts whispering. And when the devil whispers, it's beaten me. I'm going to be honest. The devil has beaten me before. Not anymore now. Enough's enough. I'm not letting this happening. I'm not going to let this happen. Fuck the devil. You can go suck my balls, man. Fuck these devils. So 100% we stick on the, like, use this bear market to grind that mentality back into where it is during the bull run in 2024 to 2025, however long it's going to last. We will kick back these streams as usual. We'll kick off the streams there, and I'll remind you guys. So you can trust on me on that. I'll remind you. I'm like, yo, we're gonna take profits, guys. We've worked so hard to get to where we are. Take your fucking profits and don't look away. So yeah, bro, I'm speaking about the devil. I'm fucking smoking up and shit. More about it, Treads. Good to have you here, man, bro. So be very, very careful. The bull market is very easy to make money, but the bear market is just as easier, if not easier. That's it. Yeah, it's just as easy, if not easier. So let's just get cracking, man. We've done 46 minutes of chatting shit, really. Let's talk about dollar index and see what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on the weekly, because we got the weekly close is happening today, right? And interestingly enough, right, if I delete this, right, for a second, I don't need that. This is where we start going TA skills back on again. So this is an area of consolidation. We talked about it yesterday. Came back, retest, came back, retest, smashed above it. I want to see this block hold. Just like we showed the block on Ethereum to hold on the downside, and the stop loss could have been here, but I kept it a bit wider just to give me more of a swing position and more comfortability to actually, if I need to, give me a bit of breathing space there. And so it's the same principle here. This has got to hold. I mean, ideally, you want to see, like if it's supposed to be bullish and you retest, it needs to be short-lived. Pop it back up. Let's go back into these areas there. So looking at that, it's we're wicked into it. We're wicked into this block here. So does it send off higher? I don't know. We'll find out very soon. Or does he actually, maybe a deeper pullback into here and then do something like this and then breaks out? I don't know. We'll figure out when the time comes as each week unfolds, really. So on the daily, where it gets interesting, right, is that we're finding resistance off this trend line. You see this trend line here? Resistance, 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 resistance. Is it ready to break out? Doesn't look like it at the moment, to be honest. So not a big deal. I'm going to see how this actually unfolds. If you get a breakout, hold above it, take above these highs, we can play back into this low here. And then once we step into the low, mid-range to range high, and you can see if we squeeze into here, take out this liquidity over there. Just like we took that liquidity over here, let's take out liquidity up there. That's all it is. Simple as that. If if dollar index is pushing up, that means the stock's going to push down. That means the crypto's going to push down. And when things are pushing down, what do? You short. So we just got to look for the shorting scenarios. That's all it is. Have the plan. It's we've dumped, so I'm not going to really force a trade, to be honest. I think I'm going to call it an easy day out, to be honest. I'm going to just chill out today. I think I deserve it. So looking at this, you got a trend line here, as you can see. ES complete smash. Last night closed below it. Do we get, now we're at the mid-range of September's mid-range. Do we actually get a retest of the trend line into here? Something off these lows there. And then once we come back into here, break down, lose below the mid-range, I can shunt the market back down to 25%. Look at the 2021 range low, and then we can squeeze down to range low, September's low. And once we break out, do something like this, fucking shunt the fuck out of it. Let's send it back down to where it fucking belongs, in it. The market needs to nuke down. The market needs to nuke down. It's asking for it. So I think what will happen potentially in the what do you call it? Let's have a look. Yeah, daily. Potentially, what could happen is that come to the we'll talk about it afterwards. But that's what we're looking at. We're at support there, so there's gonna be a bit of reaction on ES. So ES, what's happening is this now. All right, so you got this low here. Right, that's the low here. I'm gonna hide my face for a second. You guys don't need to see that for a moment. We're at support there. What I'm looking for, if I'm gonna take a short, right? So I'll let it do its thing, right? I can take a quick long scalp to fill out this inefficiency here. Back into these targets here after this low. You can find it. This low here is pretty much nearly support there. We lost it there. So any retest, break down, take the short back down, play back to the mid range. Once we get back below the mid range, let's squeeze this back down into these areas here. Fill out all this fair value gap and come down to here. From here, I think what will happen will be something like that. Maybe a retest in the mid range and we fucking shank down. That's really it. Where would I be wrong? Well, once we reclaim this, That SI is what's going to be holding the market at the moment. Once we reclaim this area and hold support and do something like that, take out these highs there, then I can say, yeah, we're, it's confirmation for longs. Play it back into here, target 1, target 2, and then squeeze into here, and then we'll see what happens next. That's the trade itself I'm looking for. It's really a range bound environment, but we've kind of like broken out the range itself. If I look at this, let's have a look at that. How's this looking like? Yeah, about that. You can say it's just about like that. So clear smash down as well. So I can see it coming back into this area at least. At the very minimum, I can see that happening as well. So that's what it looks like to me. So this is the target we're looking for. So we'll just follow it then. That's ES for you. Let's look at Bitcoin. Well, fucking before I go hit Bitcoin, let's talk about Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance is an interesting one I want to talk about. Shreds. When I smoke today, fuck the devil and Jamal Vark. Yeah, mate, I'm underwater big time. But I understand learning how to trade is a bigger risk. What do you mean, Tish? What, your spot trading, your leverage trading? What is it? I mean, like, if like I've been doing these day trades scenarios and whatever. So as long as you follow, you know what it is. It's like, look, we make the plans, right? And once we do the plans, we just gotta sit back and let the plans unfold. And then once we find a trigger, some people may find a trigger on like tighter. Like I was finding a tight entry. I found a trigger there. Some people find triggers off a break in market structure and whatever, that kind of stuff as well. But as long as you got your trigger, you just keep doing it, man. So I mean, like, it's like once we make the plan, all you gotta do is literally be patient, let the oops, fuck, dropping tea on my fucking table. Oh shit, it's a little bit there. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to move fucking plates and shit like that. Not plates. Trying to move the cup for a second. There we go. That's fine. That's what I'd have been after. So yeah. So once we make the plan, all you gotta do is be patient, and like we do this on well, we're gonna be focusing this on the DCC really. Is once we make the plan, let it unfold itself. Let it come to us in it. So like all these squiggly lines, there's a meaning behind them as well. So you just gotta follow it. And whichever side it goes, on the upside or the downside is a day trade, you take the day trade there. Swing trade, we're quite bearish at the moment, but we'll talk about that soon. But yeah, I mean, like, if I can help you out, I'm more than happy. I think I'm more than happy to help you out. So Burns asking, is gambling also haram? Isn't gambling also haram? And isn't trading a sort of gambling? Yes, you're right. Gambling is haram. You're right. Is trading haram? It depends on the school of thought that you follow. That's the honest truth itself. I can't give that answer to. I'm not a scholar. I'm not qualified to actually give that answer because I'm not learned. I'm not in that. I'm not a scholar to actually know the ins and out of it. Some scholars says like that it's permissible. Some scholars says that like a lot of scholars says actually, to be honest, that it's not permissible. But it depends on what on who you follow and what and all that kind of stuff. So it's entirely up to you. I can't really give that advice to anyone, but even a lot of people was asking me in the bull run, isn't like shorting haram? Look, and my advice has always been the same. I can't really give you that answer. I really can't give you that answer because if it is haram, like I'm just giving the honest truth is, if trading is haram, what I'm doing is haram. I'm not here to advise people to do it. Like, oh yeah, do it. Like you can leverage trade. I'm not here to do that. That's not my duty itself, but I literally just do, like, I believe it's fine, in my opinion. I believe it's fine to actually leverage trade. I mean, we can, like, that's a whole different scenario. I'm not here to talk about religion, but I believe it's fine. And if I wasn't here, look at it this way, like, if I wasn't a trader, then you guys would learn from this as well. So if I'm wrong, if it is haram, may Allah actually, may God forgive me and show me the right way and guide me on the right path as well. So that's the only thing I can say, with all humility. And any ego aside, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put humility towards it. So it's entirely, again, it's all come down to each individual on what they actually look at and what they follow itself. So you can speak to your scholar, speak to so and have a look into it if that's a question that people are actually wondering as well. What's going on, Angelo? How you doing? Smoking is drinking too any day. Can at least function with decent clarity, 100%. No meme this time, actually. Let's start for Rune. Fuck you, Shreds. But yeah, let's do Rune, actually. It's a difficult one, brother. Show your fortune. Yeah, each his own. Bombing says, right, that's each his own. Like I said, I just can't advise anyone. I I'm not that person to do that. Anyway, so we'll do Ruin in a second, actually. Let's just go ahead and get BTC out of the way. So BTC and Ethereum, remember we talked about BTC, we did that in depth, so I'm not going to do the same thing again, right? So I think it's pointless for me to repeat myself when, you know, we can spend time doing something else. You can just go back and just check it out. BTC dominance is actually pushing up, right? If BTC dominance is pushing up and we're finding support off this daily low, you can see resistance, deviation, resistance, resistance, deviation, deviation. And then we found a bit of a deviation there. And now we're finding support. So as long as like, once we get above the 25% of the range, I think we'll bomb blast the motherfucker up, back up on the upside itself. So if BTC dominance is going up, what we expect if Ethereum dominance, we're expecting it to drop. All right. So if we are right, Ethereum dominance should be dropping, and if it is dropping, then that means we are definitely in a bear market. Now, if BTC dominance is actually dropping and Ethereum dominance is going up, that's a bull market. Okay. And let's have a look at Ethereum dominance. See if we're correct, and we are absolutely fucking correct. That's a nasty drop. That means money shifting out of Ethereum. No one, there's less people from yesterday, from 19.2%. Let's call it 9.2% to 18.9. That's 0.3% of the money has left Ethereum into somewhere else. It could have gone to USDT, could have gone to Bitcoin. But if that's the case, USDT should be increasing as well. So again, is that same theology? Let's have a look at USDT. Fucking increasing. So money is shifting out of Ethereum into both Bitcoin and USDT. It just seems to me that like there's more money going to USDT for now. People are storing out there, storing USDT, which is perfectly fine. But you can see that it's a complete bear market, complete annihilation of everything as well. So we'll see how it goes as we go for each level up to level. Really, you're giving back tons and staying humble. Thank you, Critique. Appreciate that, man. I really, really appreciate that. So looking at Bitcoin. What's going on with Bitcoin? Now, Bitcoin, that target hit 6R. 6R trade actually hit. That was a really nice trade. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Fuck that. Let's delete that. Right? Come to the monthly open. We lost the monthly open. We have a close below the monthly open. Then we say, all right, then. Any retest of the monthly open. We look for shorts. Play back down. This is the mid range. And we found the mid range of the weekly range. And that's where it is. So, the weekly range. Oh, not weekly range. Yeah, the range itself was from this daily low to this daily high. That's where the range bound play is, and as you can see, we've come to the mid range. Every time we come to the mid range, and this area here, support, a bit of deviation, support, and it's still support. It's still support until proven otherwise. So what could happen is a retest into the block, maybe into the monthly open. It could do this, right, and then get back below the the mid range, and then you'll say, yep, that's confirmation. Play back down into these levels there, and then we play back down to 16.4k. And look at 15.8k, right? That's the area I'll be looking to go into. So that's the short there. I'm ready for the shorts there. So when would you accumulate on ETH shorts? I don't accumulate on ETH shorts. I day trade, man. I just day trade. So like if I can compound on look for this one, that ETH trade I'm in. Where's that ETH trade? Oh, did I just fucking I deleted it. One second, guys. I'm gonna have to find this fucking trade later now. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. That's it. There we go. At least I'm here now. So the ETH short here, in terms of actually looking to compound this motherfucker, really, right? I don't know what you mean by accumulate. That doesn't make sense to me. Sorry about that. But if I was, I'll get back to this in a bit. Anyway, fuck it. I don't know what I'm talking about. ETH. I'm talking about BTC for now. So that's really it. Actually, I mean, that's pretty much it. We've come back down, and does it go back up? I'm not looking for any longs at the moment now, right? If I were to actually look for a bit of a scalp trade, right? I want to see how this reacts. See this here, this little area here. We've got a bit of a range bound environment there. So again, like I said, I'm not gonna really trade as much. I'm gonna just chill out. Yeah, fuck it. I don't think I'm gonna trade today. I want to see how it goes, but I want to see how we actually do this area here. Pop back up. Delete this shit. What's going on over here? I don't know why it's going down. Delete this for a second. Yeah, so let's delete that again. Let's do it again. So this is the range low. This is the range high. So I want to see how price actually react. This is the monthly open. You know, if we get back up and hold above, oops, fucking out. If we get back up and hold above it, we got a break in market structure. This is my confirmation. I can place a quick scalp trade into the monthly open, see, and then fill out these inefficiency over here, and see if we can squeeze it into this area there. Maybe if we're lucky, we can get back into here. I don't know. We'll work it out there. But as a clear level, right, that will be the first clear level. And if we do get back up and hold above it, then that will be my next second level to take out that flat body candle there. That's pretty much it really as well. And I'm not really too fussed about what happens next. It's just more of a scalp trade. But once we come into there, whether we come into here, right, or whether we come into the mid range, what I want to see is at the mid range, let it do its thing, right, whatever he wants to do. Once we get back, right, once we get back below here, our resistance, breaking market structure, short the fuck back down, back into this range high there. Once we step back into here, I can keep that short going on to the mid range. From the mid range, see how we get to the range low. The moment we start holding about it, I can start cutting the trade because we're going to go back up to the mid range, then to range high. But if we lose this area here, that's another opportunity. This is my confirmation for shorts below the mid range to go back down. And when we're going back down, we're looking for some dirty prices actually. So let's go on the 15 minutes. And you're looking at prices over here. So we got this inefficiency over here, right? So we got the, so to fill out that there. So as price comes back down, does something like this, breaks down. What you're looking for is see how price reacts off about this area here, right? Price can come back down over here, play this. Once we get down over here, squeeze this back off, short the fuck out of it, all the way back down. Take out the liquidity over here, fill out the inefficiency over here, play over here. We're below the mid range. It's going to be bearish thinking below the mid range, and we'll let the fuck go, and then we'll just carry on from there. See what happens. Come into 25%, from 25%, play it back down, keep going down lower. That's all it is, nothing else. But I'm going to take it easy now, to be honest. There's nothing really for me to actually. When you got a big trade like that, you don't try and beg for more. You know, you just play level to level, and you don't risk too much. You just keep it nice and simple, nice and easy. Okay. How's it going, Nomad? How you doing? Control Z. Oh yeah, thank you for that. Quite annoyed that it straight dumped and gave no short entries. This make it did on Ethereum though. You know, that's the thing is Ethereum did give a short entry. Look at this. Right, this is on the 15 minutes. Right, so you see how price came into the Monday's high. So, like, you know, like a lot of people say like, oh yeah, it's I think like he didn't give an entry, but look at the mark this low here, right? We didn't even retest this area there. Ideally, you like a retest here and whatnot. That's what you're looking for. So when you find this, right, you find resistance, right? You find resistance many times, right? And you can place a stop loss based on invalidation, for example, like wherever you want, whether you think invalidation's here or here. You can enter right there. It was giving us the opportunity, but if I were to focus on it on the 5 minutes, right, this is where it gets a little bit pedantic now. So look at these levels here. If I were to draw a range bound environment from this low here to this high here, right, this is where it gets interesting there. Let me delete that for a second. That's the range, right? That's the low, and that's the high that's capping the market. Deviation, come up there, deviation on the upside. Once we come into here, we find resistance, and it comes back down. It was giving us some opportunities to come back into this area here. If it was supposed to be bullish, we were below the Monday's high. That's tested the Monday's tested the Monday's high there. We're finding resistance. We're stepping back into the range itself. You could have actually entered in, right? I mean, it's a fast motherfucking drop, right? But it does take a bit of experience. But because I was already, like, you know, when you're in the trade, you don't really worry about it. But what happened was it just fucking shanked down. It was a fast nuke. It wasn't to be seen. I don't think I was gonna predict this move to happen, to have this kind of short. But just because you miss it doesn't mean anything. Honestly, it doesn't mean anything, because what could happen on the Ethereum is this. Now we've broken below here. I feel like there's a lot more to the chart than this. Oh no, there's this one. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So this is Monday's range. It is a possibility, right? As a long scenario that we can get out of. So you see how you got this. You got consolidation. Then you got breakout. You got a retest. Then it's actually, in actual fact, it was a fucking deviation. Then we got a retest of the range high, then shanked down, and now we lost this level there. Fast thin move there. I do think they get filled out. So what we could do is start marking plans for long scenarios, right? So let's just see what we do. So we know that's the range level, right? Let's just draw this out. This is on the 5 minutes, okay? So let's just draw this out and just try and make something out of it, all right? So we've got the high over here. That's, to me, going to be capping the market there before it even gets there. And we've got the low there. That low, as you can see right now, is capping the market on the downside. You can find support support, 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 right? So it's been support many times now. You know, you can ping pong it back and forth over here, not a big deal. The moment we get back up and hold above this bullish market structure, then, you know, yeah, take your longs there, play it back up, fill out the inefficiency, and then we look for the retest of the range. So that's an easy, pretty easy, simple long there, if you ask me. Then on the downside, if we break below it, we play on the downside there. That's the long there. Looking at Ethereum, trying to see where we are right now. As discussed from yesterday, it's a range band environment. Oh yeah, let's do Johnny. Let's talk about Johnny for a second. So let's go on the weekly. Right, we're gonna talk about everybody's friend. Right, let's have a look here. I'm gonna drink of water first before we talk about Johnny. What's going on, Paul? How you doing? A minimum bounce on 12. Yeah, I've been calling it 12k for quite some time, actually. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, we got time. We got a long time, man. It's just in the meantime, just play the shorts. That's the way I see it. So remember yesterday, right? We talked about about Johnny, our good friend Johnny. Johnny came round, right? You know what? I need to smoke up. Let me smoke up, all right? Then because what it is, right? I get a bit of a flow when I smoke up. Give me a second. We'll talk about Johnny for a second. But you guys can see it there, right? Before we even make the analogy of Johnny, let me just chat to you guys and just, you know, so you guys can see it. So you can see you got resistance over here, right? Got resistance, and that's a resistance. What you've got, clearly, that's a weekly. On the weekly, it looks like that. On the daily, this is how it looks like. On the daily, it's this high, and it was this low here. That's where the range band is, approximately around there. And what you've got is consolidation, bit of a deviation there, bigger deviation there. This is the pivot, right? Remember we talked about pivots? This is the pivot there. The first day we broke above it. The second day we got below it. The third day we got underneath as resistance. And then we got back below. And now that we're back into the range, it's a range band environment and we're taking out these lows. So we're now, the market structure is already shifting from higher highs this is the higher low from this. Sorry, that's the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Market structure has shifted, lower lows are in place. Then we're looking for the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. That's what we're looking for now. That's all it is. It's simple as that. Nothing else to it as well. So when you think about it, just looking at that quite clearly, let's do go on the weekly. Weekly is just much more nice to look at. When you look at it this way, it's very obvious that the deviation is in place. So that's all it is. Look, when you work in a range band environment, you always have to keep in mind of deviations. Nothing goes up and breaks out very easily. Smoke is a story, yeah. Bless you, bro. But nothing. Oh man, you know what it is? I get nosebleeds in it. I can feel like there's a nosebleed coming up. I can feel like from the morning. My nose is like, I can feel something that's running down here. It's not bogeys. It's just fucking. I got punched in the nose when I was fucking 5 in it, right? By my cousin. He was a dickhead. Fuck him in it. I hope he fucking gets murked or some shit like that. He's a twat, he was. A real bully as a motherfucker. Bro, like, this guy, I don't know if you guys can see it, right? Let me show you. Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in here. It's gonna be a bit weird. So, you see over here, there's like a mark on my... Oh, fucking, that didn't work out now. I look like a fucking... Like a freaky motherfucker right there. Let me just... 1 second there. Oh, the camera's gone. Fuck, 1 second, guys. Fuck it, I won't show it to you guys. But let me just get back the camera back on. There we go. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Why does it keep fucking around? Yeah, the camera's being a bit of a bitch now. 1 second. Having a bit of technical difficulty. Just trying to show you something. Oh, man. Fuck's sake, man. Sorry about this, guys. Yep. OBS is not responding. I don't know if I'm still live. Am I? Yep. I'm having difficulty here. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, I'm still live. Give me 1 second. Just like now, OBS decided to crash. So what might happen, I'm just telling you guys, is that it might go blank, but I'm gonna re-pull that fucking the stream up. Oh, there. We're good. Fucking hell. Anyway, what I was saying to you guys, right? This cousin of mine, it was 4 years older than me, right? And I've got a fucking mark on my face, right? Like somewhere here, it's like a permanent mark right there. Is it there? Yeah, here. I don't know if you guys can see. It's just around there. Anyway, if you ever meet me in real life, you'll see. It was very noticeable. Like a proper. When I was 2 years old, the dickhead, right? Like, so you know when you're young, and you got like your cousins and whatever. You're attracted to your cousins. Like you want to play with them. That's all you want to do in it. I was 2 years old, innit? And the geezer, don't know why, he used to beat me up, man. He used to beat me up bare times, fam. I'll fuck him up now, innit? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll fucking piss on his face too as well, the dickhead. But he used to bully the shit out of me, man. Like when I say bully, make me cry kind of thing as well. Like he broke my arm a few times as well, kicked me in the nuts plenty of times. Dickhead motherfucker. Anyway, what goes around comes around, in it. Like it's sad to say this, but but anyway, but this geezer, fucking 2 years old, right? I was like, running behind him. He turns around, pushes me to a coffee table in front of his mom and dad, and my mom and dad in it, pushes me in the coffee table, and my face went into the corner. There's like one of them sharp edges, them sharp corners. That actually was thingy, the sharp corner coffee table, and I went bang into it as well, and the whole thing went black, and my eyes, I couldn't see. Apparently, I couldn't see at the time. I was 2 years old. I don't remember. I don't remember it. But my mom was telling me, they had to take me to hospital and whatnot. I had a bit of a surgery going on as well. I had a detached retina, so my right eye. I'm fucked, man. My right eye is plays up. It's good. I got good vision, but it's kind of you get fucked up a little bit. And my right, I don't hear my right arm. I'm right yeah, fucked up anyway. But he's a prick. He's a fucking knob. I remember there was one time the fucking geezer's girl, right, was chatting to me on Facebook, innit? And she was going through some problems with her man in it, right? Her man's been a bit dominant, a bit aggressive to her and whatever, all that kind of, I don't know, but he doesn't really matter, right? And she was just telling me her problems. I was listening to her shit. That's what I was doing, right? She was my cousin's girlfriend. I got nothing for her. She had a massive ass Rihanna forehead anyway, so I wasn't interested in that shit. And my cousin saw the fucking thingy. Went on her Facebook. That's how dominating he was. My cousin goes on the geezer saw her on the Facebook, saw the Facebook messages, and just saw me talking to her. But I wasn't saying much about him. That's the thing I wasn't saying anything about him. It's like I'm not gonna chat shit about him like that. He's my cousin, so he starts getting aggressive with me as well. Calls me up, right? He's on the phone. He's like, yeah, fuck you, I'm coming down, this and that, X, Y, Z. And I got a little bit shooked. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a little shooked. I got a bit scared. I'm like, what the fuck? He's gonna come to my yard, to my mum's yard, and do this? What the fuck's going on in it? NJ was next to me. NJ was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker right there in it? I go, it's I said his name in it. He takes the phone and he's like, come now in it. I dare you to come now. I'll fuck you up. And he shat himself. Yeah. Older cousin. And he asked for help on crypto. I just said to him, yo, listen, go to traderdank.com innit. Fuck you, innit. Actually, nah. Even if he ever wants help as well, I'm sorry. I mean, I do think I've got a good heart. I do like to think that I've got a good heart, but I ain't got a heart to actually help bullies like that. Go fuck yourself, innit. So, it is what it is. What can you say? Family. Apparently, they're supposed to be family. This is warm, man. Put the heat on. It's warm. So, what we got here? Let's just get cracking anyway. We're talking about Johnny, right? Johnny. Yes, mama. So Johnny. Let's talk about Johnny one more time, okay? As we talked about yesterday, Johnny, your best friend, was actually chilling with you and whatnot. And, you guys are playing football and, eating your pizza, watching Wheels of Fortune and stuff like that. Johnny gets a text and he's like, yo, Johnny's mom's like, time to come home. And whoops. Johnny goes to you, yeah, bro, I gotta head off. So cool. So you shook his hand, you know, you gave him a hug and whatnot. And this is how like, you know, this is Johnny's route on target was here, right? Johnny was actually going, this is where his home is, isn't it? Johnny goes up, right? He's a quarter of the way to his yard. Your mom texts him, says to him, slip through the back door. I'm waiting for you upstairs. You don't even fucking know that Johnny came back to your yard and he's opened the door, the back door, and he's just going down on, you know what, he's doing his thing in it. He's doing his thing with your mom in it, and that's the first base. He's hit second base really. Now he's going for the fourth base over here, and Johnny is gonna have a good time. And it looks like on a daily, right? Like it's fucked. It's really fucked. So if I were to bring up this level here, let's delete all this stuff for a second, and let's just talk about Johnny. Johnny. All right, cool. Let's go on the daily. So Johnny went out in it, right? A couple of days journey to his yard. Is like this is where his house is, and this is where his target is. That's where he's got to go to. What happened is you didn't even know. Johnny went up. Johnny went up, right? He went on his I think on his way. Got that text. He's like, yeah, I'm coming down. And what you don't know is that yesterday Johnny stayed over. And did you even check your mom's bedroom? That's what I asked you yesterday. So if Johnny's staying over, he might as well fucking, you know, like wear your socks, fam. You know, like use your underwear, use your towel to shower. That's what Johnny's doing. Now the question is, are you? I think yeah, Johnny deviated. That's what it is. Johnny deviated from going from home to back to your yard now, and you just don't even know about it. And like what I'm telling you is to wake up. Kick Johnny out the fucking ass out. You might as well, you know, at this time, you might as well say, you know what, you might as well call Johnny your dad now. That's what it is right now. If he's at mid range, you might as well call him your dad, because what's gonna happen next is, right, you're gonna have a bit of an argument, right, and then he's gonna beat your ass up, and he's like, you know what, call me daddy. And next thing is, by over here, you gotta call Johnny daddy. If you're not calling Johnny daddy, he's gonna beat your ass even further and keep going down over here until you call him daddy. So that's Johnny for you, man. That's the story of Johnny where we're at. Fucking Johnny. Johnny is a sorry, we gotta call him Daddy Johnny now, innit? But the only way you can beat Johnny's ass, right, or what you do, the best way to do is you can't, Daddy, please. The best, you know, the thing is, right, with Johnny now, it's like, you know, Johnny's actually sleeping with your mom, innit? What do? You go sleep with his mom. You know, that's what you do next, innit? And how do you sleep with his mom? Is you taking the shorts all the way here, and you think like it's like, all right, then I can't do shit, right? You're gonna call me Daddy, motherfucker, too, as well, innit? That's what it is. Next minute 14k. Johnny been pregnant. If Johnny comes down over here, and when you call him daddy, right, and then you got back below here, below July's low, right? This is July's low. Over here, Johnny's impregnated your mom. You now got a brother. He's now your stepdad. This is fucking Johnny. Like, Johnny is your stepdad by then. 100%. It's fucked. It's a fucked up story, but that's Johnny for you. Put that story on, dude. That's not a bad idea actually, Bon Biggie. But even Brule is laughing as well. Shreds is cracking up. That's the thing is though. You know what? I wish I can hear your voice, isn't it? Because the comedy, like comedy without doing this on a stream and not hearing you guys and not seeing your reaction is really fucking difficult. It's so hard. I don't know how. I can't read the room. So the way I'm doing it is reading my own room in my own head. I wish there was a way that I can see each and every one of you guys there, so I can actually really engage with it, and then, you know, pull one of you guys out. You know, when I actually bring out names like yesterday on your shreds and your shreds as an example, like I like to do this to you guys directly so I can see your facial expression. I got a mind of a comedian, like a proper comedian. Just we'll see what crypto does anyway. We'll see how he does. But I wouldn't mind like a crypto fucking comedy club. Room is great fun, yeah. So don't call me master, bro. I'm just a geezer just like you, man. Thank you for your information, great insight from Thailand. I take profit from ETH today. From your aspect, made the trading force to be with you. Thank you, my brother. Really happy that you actually made it, man. Really happy that you made it. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Bon Biggie. Coffee coming out on my nose. Bloody hell, man. Sorry, dude. But that's Johnny for you, man. But like, yeah, so like, you know, the good thing about the VC is quite good in the Discord. So when I do all these numpty ass jokes and these fucked up comedy shit, that which is can be offensive to people, and if you find it offensive, you can fuck off in it. I don't give a shit. But it's all the fucking lights and games, man. Comedy's comedy. It all comes down to perception, just like trading. It's all perception. I mean, I got nothing more to say about Ethereum. I've done all the trades itself. The plan really right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, is go bang Johnny's mom. That's what you gotta do, innit? Yo, Dan, what do you call a crying sister? I don't know. What do you call a crying sister circuit? Literally have you in surround sound like a next. Oh, bless you, man. Big love, Ed. Ed's my guy. I got a lot of love for that guy. I want to see what Circuit's joke is. But wait, a crisis. Oh, fucking you're fucked. You are. You're fucked. You are. Oh, geezer. Big love to you, man. Yeah, I'm approaching 2023. It's gonna be interesting. So, really and truly, crisis. Fucking hell. Really and truly, there's nothing much to say. I mean, we had such a massive drop. I think Ethereum's the only player that I would look for along. But actually, before we carry on, before we actually leave, right? Before I leave you guys and let you guys have a good weekend, BNB, man, BNB is bearish, man. That's if this was supposed to be high because we took out these highs there. That's the now we made the lower low to get these lows there. That's the lower high. Now we made a new lower low. BNB has been in that weekly consolidation. All I'm looking for, right, just as planned. I told you guys there that we're gonna go back down and retest, play this motherfucker back down, take out this liquidity there, come into this area here, find resistance there, come into this here 140, hit it down to about $40 around these areas there. Let me hide my fucking face. Whoops. Yeah, around these areas there. That's what I'm looking for. Once we get into these areas there, we can look for accumulation and we start looking to buy. That's BTC for me. LTC, I know there's I think it looked LTC. Fucking hell, man, it's fucking shit. It's fucking shit. Whoever's longing this shit is fucking a numpty. Whoever thought BTC, BNB and L, they said, and that's the funny thing is, you know, with BNB, like Hook, right? Hook was a fucking launch pad of the Binance coin. The Binance coin, and appreciate that, Ed. Really appreciate that, man. You guys are more than welcome to join the DCC, man. Thank you so much for that. No substitutes being traded. I really appreciate that. So yeah, Hook was a project that came out, and it was one of those ones where like it's a launch pad and whatnot on the Binance chain or for Binance and whatever, BNB, all that bullshit. Now you know, I was trying to look for shorts and whatnot. Once Hook was released, it was a straight up fucking buy the rumor, sell the news shit. There's nothing bullish in the market, in my opinion. To me, everything is a short. It's a short ass motherfucking scenario. Let's send the market back down. Let's send it for good, and let's do that. All right, not for good, but let's shake a lot of these weak minds out. And as you can see, this is the pivot. Final resistance. Stop run there. Get back below here. Once now we're below this block here, and resistance here. Play back down from SR to range. Get back below the range. Play back down to range low. Once we lose the range low, then squeeze it down to $28. $28 is the 2019 low. Let's look at a few more. Just go for it. Ada's fucking taking a piss, fam. Ada's sucking dick here. What the fuck is going on, Ada? Come on, Cardano motherfuckers. How are you taking so much dick in your ass, man? I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking that if that's what you're into, but bloody hell, bruv. Ada, fam. Who was bullish in Ada? I don't know. Because to me, look, I'll be honest with you, this is the range bound environment right here. Break below here. I mean, look, that's what we've broken below here. We've got the 25%. All I've done is the range high, the range low, swing high, swing low. That's all I've done. Nothing else, nothing too fancy. Get back below here, below here. Any resistance, break down, take the motherfucker back down to the range low to 20 cents, lose the 20 cents. Then we can see we can get down to 10 cents. I'll probably have to change the fucking, I don't like this. Change it to this. There we go, that's it. That's more like it. Yeah, to 20 cents, break it back down to these areas there, and then from there we'll see what happens. Do we even come down to these lows over here? Well, these highs over here? I think that's very possible though. That's fucking fuck though. 7 cents. I wouldn't mind doing that. See how that goes. And let's look at Solana. Solana's still just like a dog shit. Solana's dog shit. I still think it's $5 on the way. I would have wanted something like this, to be honest. Let's try and bring this up there. I would have wanted it to break up, retest there, and then do a bit of deviation, breakdown, and then sell off there. I'm selling the swing shorts for Solana. I just held it. When I entered it somewhere around here, I don't know where the fuck I entered. I had to look at it afterwards. But what you're looking for is just literally just to plan this out for you guys for the fun of it. Right, one more last couple of plans here. Get back below here, find resistance, short the fuck out of it, come back down to $5, and that's we'll see what's next there. Let's have a look at DOT. Dot, dot. It looks like donkey shit. Donkey shit, fam. I don't want to trade dot. Dot donkey shit. Let's have a look. Another one. XRP. XRP is another donkey shit here. Like I said to you. So when we discuss about XRP, the accumulation zone, right? That's where we're heading down to. And you retest into this area there, find resistance, play it back down to this around. It comes to about this is 31 cents, and then from 31 cents, what we're looking for is get back below here, squeeze it back to 25 cents. This is the range low, and then we can see we can come back down to fucking 17 cents, and we'll see what happens. That's like that's XRP, RSR. Let's RSR. Fuck you know. I don't want to look at RSR. That's shit. That's shit. Link's a shit bag as well. We'll come back down to these areas there. I think it's fucking clear that we're coming back down to $5.70. Play it back down to range low. Once we get back below here, squeeze it down to these areas there. I think we'll go down to $4.50 quite easily. Once we get below $4.50, do we come back into these areas? I think this is fucking beautiful though. For a massive, beautiful bear market in 2023, I think it's gonna be got a lot of plays over here to about $3. And see, once we get down below here, let me just drag this across. Right, then let it do its thing, play it back down to here, and then, like for example, right, let it do its consolidation, right? So let's say it's a link, right? Link's an interesting one, right? If it consolidates over here for a little bit, let it do its thing, maybe a bit of a deviation. Once we get back above this area here, then you're like, you know what? That the deviation is done. Smack this motherfucker back up. That's a possibility. I'm just throwing random shit out. Let's do one more. What else we got? Any more? I think you rune that motherfucker wanted rune in it. Thank you so much for that, Crypto Dad. Appreciate that. Good love to you. Rune looks deadbeat, man. Looks like one of them deadbeat dads. You think he's coming for milk in it? Like, yeah, it's over, man. I mean, we're fucking hell. What are we looking at? We're looking at this though here. 6 cents, 63 cents. That's what we're looking for. 1 hour. Now, let's have a look. So this was a weekly range here. Once we step back into the weekly range. Oh, fuck's sake, what am I doing wrong? There we go. Let's just bring this out there like that. And bring this out like there like that. If I want to do rune as a trade, right? If you guys are interested in this, right? See how it goes. Once we pop back up, break down, take a trade back and down to the range low. So to the range high itself, right over here. Confirmation is once we step back below here, let it do its thing, loses the monthly open. I mean, I'm happy to enter in here. You can enter in again here for confirmation over here, and you're looking to play down once, especially when we lose this monthly low, play it back down to the weekly mid range, which was on this range itself. There's liquidity resting down here, over here. Play it back down, smack the fuck out of it. Nice little trade there. It's a good swing trade as well, if you ask me. So, Rune looks like dog shit. Then after that, lose this area there. Let's go to 63 cents, wherever the fuck we want to go to. Doge, I'm looking for 1 cent, to be honest. Doge is completely, we talked about this yesterday. You can't make this shit up, man. You know when you're fucking, like, you got a plan, you stick to the plan, you know it's all fucking good. We got a weekly range over here, and I'm looking at this, right? So let's just make a plan. So I said to you guys yesterday, if we were to hold above here, I can look for longs, taking out liquidity, all this liquidity there, and see how we react on here. That's what I said to you guys yesterday. Don't believe me? Go back to the stream yesterday. Anyway, so we're finding resistance here, right? Was it yesterday, a couple of days ago, some shit like that. We're finding resistance there, breaking down there, lower lows, bearish market structure. Off we go. Resistance over here, play back down to 25%. Take out these liquidities over here. Once we get below here, swing trade the fuck out of it. We're gonna find some resistance right here, a bit of reaction off here, something like that. Let me just delete that. Some reaction over there, maybe pop into here. Once we get here, mid-range, from the mid-range, let it do its thing, get back below it, send it back down to let's call it 3 cents, 3 cents to these areas here. I think we got a lot way down. If I show you on the weekly, I wouldn't mind this. See all this inefficiency here? This is going to be short-lived, right? It's not going to stay there forever, right? It's not going to hold. I mean, at least there's a minimum target up here, which comes into about 1.3 cents. That'd be nice, a nice little short there. Not nice little, it's quite a long short as well. Any other fucking bullshit coins you want me to look at? Same now. The next 5 minutes, I'm going to use it for talking shit about these coins. Area of support, in my opinion, there's no support, man. In my opinion, I think it's fucked. Looks like dog shit though. daily. It's like, if I were to look at it this way, right, and use this low here. Use this low here. There. That's where, is that support? You can use it like that. That is that support. If I want confirmation, let it do its thing. Once we get back below here, break down here. Oops. Yeah, let it break down below here. Once we get back below, send the fuck back to mid-range, mid-range back to range low. That's what I'm looking for. It's more like that. So, we got mana. That's another dog shit if you ask me as well. That's a mad dog shit. I think we come back down over here where we're playing at. Let's have a look. Quite evidently, we're playing off this high here and this low here. That's what we're playing. That's the range bound environment, and the mid-range it's about here, right? So if I was going to play mana, how do I do this? Let it do its thing. Once we get back down here, break down over here, squeeze the fuck out of it, play back down to mid-range, from the mid-range, let it do its bearish market structure, back to range low. That's it. And I'll be looking for about 18 cents. Yeah, that'll be a nice swing trade for mana. BNX, let's have a look at BNX quickly. Oh fuck you know, dude, this is bad. Dude, this is really fucking bad. How do I not know about BNX? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. So let me try and figure out a range bound environment here. Alright, so we've got let's do this from this high over here. From this high there to this low there. Okay, so that's what we got here. No, wrong way around. Let's do that again. So use this low here to this high here. Okay, let's use that. Cool. And then let me extend this to 1.25, 1.5. Look perfect as well. Couldn't make this shit up. Where's 1.75? 1.75 and 2. Cool. Let me change the colors. Yeah, I do that color. 2.5 here, and this color. Cool. Right, so we've got two separate ranges here, and what it looks like there, to me, we've come to the mid-range of this new range. This is one range, and this is another range. So let's split it up. So this is one range, and this is another range. Okay. So we're just gonna focus on the bottom range. That's where we are, right? You can use SRs or whatever, but I like to use ranges. I like to look for things where the ranges are. From an SR point of view, you're looking for this area to come into. So we know that's what, you know, as an SR that we're looking for. So let it do its thing. I mean, does it come back up to this area? I don't fucking know. But once we lose this, get back below here, play it back down, mid-range, from the mid-range, that's for $47. Then we go to these highs there. Once we get back, let it do its thing, get back below here, resistance there. I think we short it down to $26, and we go to $5. I think it's very possible. Very possible. It's possible, but I like to see this one first, and then we'll see if we make new lows. So that's fucking BMX. Any more bullshit? What's going on, M21? How you doing? Wow, what a beast of a short. Yeah, bro, there's so many beautiful shorts out there. I'm telling you, 2023 is the way to make money. It's the way to make money as well. It's going to be a fantastic fucking market as well. So the good thing is that in the DCC, we're going to focus on a lot of these shorts as well. We're going to time them up. We do a lot of plans, and then trust me, the plan for me is to actually outdo what I did in the bull market in the next year, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now. I've spent a good an hour and a half with you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve you guys. Thank you so much for your time. This is not the end of me. I am still gonna be here, and we'll still do the weekly outlooks and stuff like that kind of stuff as well. And then yeah, if you guys are have been quite happy with it as well, I really appreciate and your feedbacks and stuff like that. Send me a tweet, whatever, messages and all that kind of stuff. I mean it. You guys mean a lot to me. I want to say that. I also want to say that thank you so much for your time. You guys actually, alhamdulillah, got 2,470 subscribers. So all because of you guys. Thank you so much for that. We're gonna do the day trades. If you guys are interested to join the country club, Daink Country Club, you can head over to the website below here, traderdaink.com. This way over here, yeah, you can see scrolling underneath us, www.traderdaink.com, and we'll do the day trades over there on a regular basis. There, we'll do all the plans over there, and so you guys not missing it. It's just like I'm gonna focus on the community itself. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Thank you for everything as well. Me and it, I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be on Twitter as well, so you guys can always reach me out on Twitter. My plans, from time to time, I'll post my plans there and whatnot. It's been an absolute pleasure to grow with you guys as well, and you guys have actually seen a lot of stuff to grow with your own account as well. And yeah, I'm really happy for you guys. You guys have been such wonderful sports. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for everything as well. Big love to you guys, and I hope to see you guys really, really soon. But in the meantime, have a great Friday. It is Friday. It's fucking cold in the UK. It's -6 degrees here. So stay safe, stay warm, and look after yourself, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. It is a Friday. If you're not speaking to your family, chat to your family. Give them a call and whatnot. And like whether it's your mom, your brother, your sister, whatever, or even your dad, just see how they're doing. Life's too short. Also, like, be kind to one another. It's bear market here. We're gonna see a lot of beef that's gonna happen in the next couple of months. Really, actually, that's the honest truth. We are gonna see a lot of hatred that's gonna happen. That's gonna be spilled. A lot of venom from different influences in there. Fuck all that shit. Don't get involved. Don't even entertain that shit. It's not really worth your time. Trust me, it really isn't worth your time. What my advice to you guys is focus on yourself. We're the one trying to actually make more money out of this market here. I couldn't give a shit about some geezer who's got a great profile picture with veins on the side of his head and that kind of thing, who's saying that TA is not in. This TA is bullshit. I don't have time for any of this bullshit. I don't have time for any of these nonsense. If you guys got beef with me, I don't fucking give a shit. You're wasting your motherfucking time. That's my honest opinion with you guys, innit? Like, if you're really gonna, if anyone who actually has the time to actually have beef online, listen, I don't get why you're most of you guys, like, in your 30s or 20s or 40s, innit? Like, what are you doing acting like you're 15? I don't understand. I don't fucking get it. And if someone says, yeah, come, let's go fight, fuck off, man. You're a dumb fuck too as well, man. But like, fuck it, man. Life's too fucking short. We just had like, people are struggling right now, so be cool, man. Everyone's going through a tough time. The problem is that we are so focused about our own shoes. We're not really worried about someone else's shoes. I'll leave you one thing before I head off. The Prophet, peace be upon him, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he goes, there was a saying, a hadith which is like, he left a lesson to us. He goes, do not be surprised when you the hadith is, when you see someone going through a trial or any difficulty or any trouble, it's a test on him. The test is not just on him, the test is on us too, for us to see how we react to him. Now, do not be surprised if you don't help him, that test returns back onto you, which goes back as karma. What goes around comes around. So if you see someone in trouble, someone actually feeling left out, reach out to them. Be nice to one another. Life's too fucking short, okay? The honest truth is that we're all struggling. We're all trying to make it in this world one day at a time. Here in the UK, it's -6 degrees, and I'm gonna check on my neighbours before I go to Jumma as well. Just check on a couple of like a bunch of these neighbours here. They're all elderlies here, so my duty really as a neighbour, as a human being, is to see if everyone's okay. Do you need anything? Do you need any milk, sugar? You got your tea bags and stuff like that. You need any food? I'm happy to do actually that little errand for them. I'm gonna do shopping for myself. Tomorrow, actually, I'm gonna do some shopping myself tomorrow, so I don't mind doing some shopping for the family. Like, to me, it's family. Like, they're my neighbors. If something happened to my house, if they broke in, I would believe that they would actually check on me and see if I'm okay, or if they see something that's fishy around my house, they will actually let me know. So that's life, man. Life's too fucking short. Be cool with everyone else, man. You don't know when you need them. You don't know when you don't know anything like can happen. You see someone going through difficulty, try and reach out. If you can help them, help them. If you can't, just listen to them. Sometimes you don't need to help out. Sometimes you just need to listen. Sometimes, if you guys have ever been depressed, you know how it feels. You don't really want someone to fix it for you. You just want someone to sit there and listen to you, so you can actually tell them about your story, about your difficulty. And my DMs are open for you guys. If you guys have any trouble, always reach out to me. I'm happy to listen to you guys. It's been a right blessing. You guys learned a lot about me. I've doxed a lot of information about myself. Someone asked me about wifey being doxed and stuff like that. I don't really care. I'm sorry, but to me, it's none of my business. I don't want to get involved. I'm not going to entertain that shit. It's beef. It's random beef that has nothing to do with me. My name is not on the line. Why? Because I'm trying to be cool with everyone else. I'm not here acting a certain way or whatever, or making a fake facade or whatever. What you see is what you get. If you see me as a dickhead, I'm a dickhead. Trust me, I'm a proper right dickhead. I'm a top class dickhead, and I'll be happy to be a dickhead. If you see me as a cool person, you enjoy my my content and whatever, then yeah, I'm a cool person. I enjoy my content. Be cool with me, because if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. So I don't really give a shit about, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit about wifey. I've never spoken to the guy. I don't know the geezer. I don't know the guy. I just seen him just come out of nowhere, posting a lot of stuff on Twitter about like bear market rallies and so that. I think someone actually had an opinion. Yeah. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I'd never spoken to the guy. I follow him and recently, and he follows me back as well. But like he was saying, like, everyone's have an opinion. There was one opinion, for example, where he was saying like one of his follower, I was saying he's bearish the next day, and I was like, it's a bear market, like, there's a short school law that's gonna happen or whatever. And it was like on Monday or some shit like that. And then like the geezer turned around and said, nah, but like wifey was saying it's gonna be a green Tuesday. And I was like, look, and I responded in a very respectful way. I said, I don't know the guy. Everyone has an idea. Do your thing in it, whatever. And the guy, I think wifey saw the response, and that's what made him follow me. I believe that's what happened, because he wasn't following me. Just the next day I noticed that I saw his fucking icon. So and that's what it is. Everyone's got an opinion on the markets. It's how good is your opinion. Now the truth is, who's she then? Who's what? What do you mean? A wifey? Wifey is just it's a dude. It's a dude who's using his wife's picture, which is, in my opinion. If you ask for my opinion, I'll tell you this, right? I wouldn't put, if I like with my wife, right, or my girlfriend or whatever, I wouldn't put her picture as my display picture. That's begging for attention. Number one, that's my honest opinion, I think, and that's the way I look at it as, to actually gain, engagement. So, but I believe that getting, having his wife followed is absolutely horrible and disgusting. I can't imagine what the guy and his girlfriend or wife, I don't know, is going through and what they're thinking as well. And it must be really scary for them. And I wouldn't want no one to follow my girlfriend or my wife, or even my family, my mom. I don't want no one following my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want none of that shit. Like, I'm here doing my thing in it. I'm keeping my head to myself. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just doing my own shit in it. Like, if you have a problem with me, I don't really, fuck off in it. Like, honestly, but you don't need to actually follow me, unfollow me, block me, whatever. Just do one in it. People has recently unfollowed me, and it's a shame. Some people actually have respect for decide to unfollow me because of a difference of opinion. It's a shame, but what can you do with it? Like, life is life in it. Like, I still follow them. I'm not gonna actually disrespect. I'm not gonna be disrespectful like that. But I want them to know that one thing is that I did try to actually reach out to you guys, to squash any beef that you may have found with me. But it is what it is. And with wifey and that guy as well, who actually dox wifey, that's fucked up. You shouldn't be doxing people. He's gonna get fucked over. He's gonna get his account suspended anyway. But Elon Musk, like, privacy is important, 100%. Respect someone's privacy. We talk about we go through our own shoes and walk 1,000 miles in my shoes or whatever bullshit you want to say, or whatever the saying is. I don't know what it is, but we talk about that, right? Like everyone goes through shit. Like, my bullshit, it's my bullshit. Your bullshit, it's your bullshit. If Johnny's fucking your mom, that's your fucking mom, innit, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's not our bullshit. That's not our problem, really. That's your mom and Johnny. That's how it should be. If Johnny's banging your mom, right, like, it's your mom, innit. Like everyone's looking around like Mr. M and Cryptique is like, no, Johnny's not banging my mom. Or Bon Biggie's like, Johnny's not banging my mom. I'm cool. You're cool. Let someone else fucking deal with Johnny's fucking mom, innit. Like, what do you want me to do, innit? I don't give a flying fuck. Nor should you. If Johnny could, if Johnny then if you come to me and like, yo, listen, Johnny's banging my mom in here, what do I do? I'm happy to help you out. I'll give you some advice. I'm like, yo, listen, what do you want to do? Do you want to fuck him up? We can go, round out a couple of guys, or or whatever, like get the Tommy gun out, like fucking Italian mafias and shit like that, wear suits and shit. Or do you want to or do you want to talk to your mom, or whatnot? Like, they're like, I'm happy to help you if you ask for help in it. If you're asking for help, I'm not fucking gonna get involved in this. Sorry about that, but that's your mom actually having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So That's the way I see it, man. Really, the thank you so much for that bomb, Biggie. But the honest truth is it's simple as that. You see someone going through trouble, right? Don't put them down, right? Help them. If you can help them, help them. If you can't help them, just respect it and don't say anything. Don't get involved. If you're instigating trouble, you really have a problem. You know, you really have a problem. And now I don't know what the situation with this wife is thing, so I have no opinion on this. Like, nor do I really want to get involved in this. I don't really want to get involved. I'm staying out of it completely. I haven't even commented at it. I haven't liked anything. I haven't said anything. I've seen it, and that's it. I walked away. That's it. Be like that. Why can't human beings be that simple? You see a problem. If you can help, you help. If you can't help, just fuck off, man. Honestly, like, there's no need to actually bring it up. I mean, look, so, like, I'm sure there's other guys out there who has problems with me, right? I'm sure there's a number of guys who doesn't like me. If you don't like me, what do you want me to do? You know, if someone doesn't like someone else and they're talking shit, and what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? So fuck, FTX stole $10 billion. Well, no one's talking about that, but we're talking about wifey. What the fuck's wrong with us? Like, fucking Do Kwon is still hiding in Belgium apparently. I think fucking what's his name, David Burt is actually hiding him or some shit. There's bigger problems to worry about than wifey. I don't know the guy, and nor do you know the guy. Most of us see you don't know the geezer. It's like me, right? Like I'm quite. The thing about me is, like, on YouTube, or even on Twitter as well, I expose my weaknesses. I truly expose it out completely. I leave it out in the open. So if you and I take the piss out of me, I call myself a dickhead and shit like that. And so, like, I got a very thick skin. I don't give a shit. You want to say I'm this, I'm that, and whatever? Yeah, fine. Suck a dick in it. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, pull your trousers down? I don't fucking do that. So do your thing. Keep your head screwed on. We're in bear market, man. We got another 14, 15 months of this. Well, we got another year really to say of bear market itself to play out. We've got to focus on this shit, man. Let's not focus on bullshit issues like that. You've got stuff to worry about at home. You got stuff to worry about with your family, your friends, your kids, your mom and dad, that kind of stuff. You got bills to pay. Worry about that, man. Learn how to trade, spend the time, do the right thing. Fuck everything else. Keep it nice and simple. That's all it is, man. Wish you all a lovely, lovely weekend. And I'll see you on Sunday, inshallah. We'll do a weekend outlook. We'll see how the weekly close happens, and we'll go from there. Speak to you guys soon. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. Bye.